Hello and welcome to today's edition of the Arizona State Sun Devils Insider Podcast. My name is Kevin, and I am the lead beat writer for Arizona State Sun Devils on SI. And I will be joining you today, as I have every day for the last 3 weeks and moving forward, to give you the most informative content surrounding Arizona State athletics that I possibly can. Um, I wanted to get straight into it today, so when you get a chance, follow me on X/Twitter at khicks_21. Um, I'm going to be attending practices for football very, very soon. Um, and I can't wait to get video of practices, press conferences, and everything in between. Thank you so much for your support. If you even get a second to read my content or watch any video content on social media, it means the world to me. I can't do it without you. All right, so let's now get into it today. I wanted to talk about a huge ruling that came down yesterday in the world of college athletics. So, a judge in Northern California officially approved of a settlement between the NCAA and NCAA versus House. And the NCAA, which was founded in 1906, has not been a pay for play institution. Even since the NIL um, sphere was opened in 2021, that was outside businesses and collectives that were created to pay the athlete. It was never the school or the NCAA as an organization that were paying the athletes. Now that's going to change. So the settlement means that there will be up to a $20.5 million cap on various athletic programs within the NCAA that they have to spend on collegiate programs. So 75% as part of the agreement will go to the football programs. 15% will go towards men's basketball. 5% will go towards women's basketball, and 5% will go to the remainder of the sports. And that's beginning on July 1st. So that's what that means for Arizona State athletics, is that the NIL sphere is going to be regulated now. There's going to be caps on how much teams can spend. There's not going to be any more $40 million rosters, as previous reports have indicated that certain programs have gone that way. A program like Arizona State will be able to take full advantage of the $20.5 million cap as a participant in the revenue sharing, which means that players, star players, will be sufficiently paid, such as Sam Levitt and Jordan Tyson. And you'll also have the perk of playing in Tempe, playing under a great coaching staff that is led by Kenny Dillingham. And you also get the chance to pave your own way instead of going to a prestigious blue blood like Alabama. There's a lot of enticing reasons to go to Arizona State, and now it just became even more appealing. Um, so football rosters will have 13 to 16 million dollars allocated towards them this season, which might not affect the program right away, but it could next season when you're bringing in several four-star recruits, when the transfer portal opens up and you have the chance to land more star players that can be stars from bigger programs that didn't necessarily get the run that they deserved. It's going to be massive for Arizona State football. Let's see what happens to men's and women's basketball, though. 15% for men's basketball. Perhaps that could have convinced a player such as Jaden Quaintance or Amir Ali even to stay on Bobby Hurley's roster. But if things don't work out this season and Hurley is on his way out and you replace him with someone such as Grand Canyon's Bryce Drew, it would be fascinating to see what a coach of Drew's caliber would be able to do with a 15% cap of $20.5 million. That would be about $3 to $4 million in that range. That's a lot of money to spend on a roster in the sphere of men's basketball. I know we've read that Cooper Flag made $28 million in NIL deals this past season. That's just not going to fly under the new agreement. So the playing field will hopefully be a lot more even. And the 5% for women's basketball feels honestly disrespectful. I'm not one to critique a lot of stuff openly, but women's basketball is too important to the collegiate sports world to underrepresent it like that. We see some of the best games in college sports over the last several years have come from women's college basketball game. It needs to continue to grow, and it has been growing. Even though UConn just won another national title this year, that's the first time they have won it in nearly a decade. Parity is growing, the talent pool is growing, and a program like Arizona State looks to be back on the rise again. There's a lot to like about the women's college basketball game, and they deserve more respect, point blank. And the remainder of the sports, the Olympic sports are very important at ASU, so there is a chance that it positively impacts a program such as the hockey one or track and field or anything in between. But 5% between all those sports is not a lot. And that's another thing I sort of have an issue with. I feel like these athletes that play in the non revenue sports deserve a bigger cut. They're sacrificing all the same as a player on the football team is. It's just the football team makes more money, so that's unfortunately where the revenue ends up going. I wish that there was a way that a better system could be formed, a more streamlined system could be formed, where everybody got their fair cut and you just left it at that. But in the world of college sports, where the money is, the money goes. So that's how it is. I'm not saying that, like, obviously Sam Levitt and Jordan Tyson deserve every single penny that they're getting this season. They're phenomenal leaders, they're phenomenal players, and they deserve it. I'm just saying I wish that other players in sports that aren't as recognized got recognized for all the sacrifices they made. That's all. Um, so lastly today I want to talk about Graham Rossini. He sent out a tweet or a post on X yesterday evening basically selling the Arizona State program. And that's just a reminder of what a great job he's done in the last year of positioning Arizona State as an innovative program, athletic program, not just an innovative university. He's done so many things, such as create NIL deals within Mountain America / Sun Devil Stadium. He's lowered parking for fans to make game day experiences more enjoyable, streamlined, and less expensive. Um, he's raised the amount of scholarships for athletic programs. Baseball is going up from 11 to 34 scholarships next season. Willie Bloomquist should have an even more loaded squad next season. So that's something to look forward to. He hired Molly Miller as women's basketball head coach, and they look well on their way to getting back to prominence. Um, just hats off to Rossini, absolutely, for doing a phenomenal job over his first year or so in the role. And yeah, that's all I have for today. A little bit of a shorter episode today. Thank you so much for giving 8 or 9 minutes of your day to listen to me. Always remember to read my articles on Arizona State Sun Devils on SI. Follow me on X/Twitter if you get a chance at KX_21 one more time. And thank you so much for coming in today. See you tomorrow.